Hello. Fine. Good evening to one and all present in the meeting today. I, C.A. Siddharth Javli, the captain of Eloquent Professionals meeting of Karnataka State Chartered Accountant Association, I warmly welcome you all for the 82nd meeting of Eloquent Professionals. Karnataka State Chartered Accountant is as the name suggests, an association for CAs wherein an Indian CA from any part of the world can be a member. The KCA serves the interest of the members of CAs in profession by providing new generation skills, amity, unity, networking, and leadership to strengthen the professional capabilities through integrity, objectivity, and team Indian CAs, whether they are nationally or internationally. One such skills development program is our Eloquent Professionals meeting, which we are all attending today. Eloquent Professional meeting is an effective communication skill development program pioneered by the KCA skill development team. Well, Eloquent Professional was started with a view to help the CAs in communication and to talk on the podium or a stage with full confidence. The meetings are being held on all Saturdays between 5 to 7 p.m. With this brief introduction, I would now like to introduce you all to the MC of the day. He hails from Kaveri Patnam from Tamil Nadu. However, he's brought up in Bangalore. So all in all, a Bangalore boy. A good friend of mine and a fellow chartered accountant who is also specialized in indirect taxes, GST to be specific. He's a partner in Ravi and Srihari Chartered Accountants. He's also an ex-president of BCTC's Toastmasters Club. He loves reading motivational books and also watching the motivational videos. In free time, he loves playing with his kid, especially the piano. To sum up his personality, we can give one quote for his personality, that is, never ever give up. And he also lives by a motto: think good, do good, and the output will also always be good. Introduction, I'd request you to please welcome the MC of the day with a round of applause, EP Naveen Kumar. Naveen, over to you.
Everybody wants to achieve success, and the definition of success varies from person to person. For one person, having the crores of rupees in bank balance is success, and for the other person, balancing the health and wealth both together in his life is success. And if you ask for the professionals attending the first seminar here, they say, I want to be the number one professional in my field, and that is what the success is. But the recipe for success remains the same. Thank you, Siddharth, for elevating me with such a wonderful introduction. Good evening, eloquent professionals, my dear guests. KCA know the pulse of the its members, and also the requirement for its members and professionals and the society at its large. So that's why, by keeping that in mind, it has organized an amazing program called the Recipe for Success. I, C.A. Naveen Kumar, I'm over enthusiastically and then with energetically, I'm super excited to introduce the speaker for today's session, Dilip Krishna Padmanabhan, a passionate entrepreneur, prefers to be called edupreneur. He strongly believes that the only way to become a winner is making the others win. Dilip comes with 20 plus years of experience, out of which he dedicated 17 plus years to the profession of people development and helping them to realize their true potential. He joined as a marketing executive of the Born to Win Learning Services Private Limited, and then is the director of that company. And also is the founder and CEO of Carbdime, Regional Master License South India LMI, a company involved in transforming people. Under his leadership, the company, the Carbdime, got various global recognitions, and they are world #1 licensee for 2 years in a row, member of Leadership Council of LMI, that is Leadership Management International, winner of LMI's prestigious award, that is President's Club Award. And as a true and total leader, Dilip Krishna believes that always this credit for these accolades to his team. And is an active member of Young Indian of CII, the Confederation of Indian Industries, and he has held various leadership roles in it, and is currently National Vice Chairman Designate of CII Young Indians 2022. Last but not the least, Dilip was one among 200 CEOs and entrepreneurs handpicked to be part of Champions of Change, Transforming India through G2B Partnership, an initiative by NITT Ayog, Niti Ayog, and was invited to interact with Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi in 2017. And his personal mission is to become a growth-oriented, well-recognized, successful entrepreneur, focusing on fulfilling the core needs of the people and thereby growing them in turn society at large. Ladies and gentlemen, before I call upon the main speaker of today's session, let me introduce the guest speaker for today's session, Surya Prakash Rao. He has over 5 decades of experience in manufacturing, marketing, IT, HR, and consulting. Worked with a wide variety of industries, worked with LMI for over 2 decades at Mumbai, Chennai, and Bangalore. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all put together our hands in welcoming the speakers for today's session, Dilip, Krishna, Padmanabhan, and Surya Prakash Rao. Over to you, sir. The virtual platform is yours. Sir, your audio is mute, sir. Is on mute.
Yeah. Good evening to all of you. On behalf of LMI, I would like to extend a very warm welcome for joining this interactive webinar, which is to be conducted by my colleague Dilip Krishna. All of you have achieved a lot of success in your life. You have seized opportunities, dealt with challenges, provided direction to your teams, developed their capabilities, and delivered results for your organization as well as for yourselves. I congratulate all of you for your achievements so far. I'm sure you want to be even more successful, not only in professional life, but also in personal life. I can assure you that the time you are investing today for the next 1.5 hours, you will feel that this seminar is worth your while. Before I introduce you to LMI and the topic and the speaker again, let me convey our thanks to the KSCAA, to all the organizing members for giving us this platform to share some of our thoughts on success. About LMI, in the last 57 years of existence of LMI, LMI stands for Leadership Management International. It has touched the lives of several millions of aspiring and ambitious people from all walks of life and across 80 countries. And LMI has helped all these people to use more of their untapped potential and succeed in their life. And all these years, LMI has maintained world leadership. It has been the #1 in this transformational leadership development, and it continues to be world #1 in this area. Most important characteristic of LMI is it works on measurable success. Success is determined in measurable results for the participants and a definite return on the L&D investment that people make on it. These are very important aspects of LMI. There's a lot more that can be talked about LMI, seeing that the time is to be given more to Dilip. I'll just touch upon one aspect called success. Success is always contextual and personal. But it's contextual because if success today is not going to be success tomorrow. And personal because it's not what others think about you, about your success, but it is what you think is success. What is the meaning for you in life? Therefore, success is always a journey for everybody. So today's success needs to be worked upon for tomorrow's success. Some years back, I met a CMD of a public sector organization. And that day was his 59th birthday. In spite of really rejoicing that birthday, he seems to be upset. And why? Because a prestigious power project which he has been managing so far, or which he has been constructing, was going to get delayed by 2 years. Whatever they do, it's getting delayed. Cost overruns and time overruns are normal for any organization, especially when the project lead time is about 7 to 8 years. Things will happen like that. And he's worried. That means by the time the plant is ready, he would have retired, and he's very unhappy about it. And then we had a discussion on what is the recipe for success, and we all had worked together, and the project, instead of completing in 2 years balance, is completed in just 6 months. And then he had 6 months left for calling the Prime Minister and inaugurating the thing. And Indira Gandhi came and inaugurated the plant. The plant is in Karnataka. It is Kaigai power plant. It's a nuclear power plant on this. So for him at that point of time, the context is that he has to get the plant inaugurated by Prime Minister and within his working period. That's what success is for him at that point of time. Very recently, a couple of months back, I met a chartered accountant and a CFO of one of the largest IT companies. He is very successful. He is driving right now and successfully managing a lot of growth initiatives for his company. For example, there is an IPO launch for him. There is ERP implementation, which is going on. A lot of consolidation, global consolidation from the various countries is on the anvil. Acquisitions are happening. And above all these things, the pandemic is still going on. So people are not physically available to him as he wanted them. But in spite of all this success, he has been managing very well. He is frustrated in life. Why? He says he is not able to devote any time to his personal life. Sorry. He made a very interesting statement. If I cannot devote adequate
I think someone's mobile is ringing. Can everyone go on mute, please? So you can continue.
I think Mr. Rao got disconnected. So I think he should be logging in at any point of time. You just give him a minute's time.
Sure.
Okay, in the meantime, when Mr. Rao is going to log in, I have a few requests to all the participants. One, request you all to keep your cameras on. We would love to see you all. Let me tell you, today's session is not going to be a presentation. It's going to be very, very interactive. I'll be going on and off the sharing mode, because once the slide is on, when I'm looking for some for answers, I'll be coming back to gallery mode. So to ensure that we are able to see all your faces, because I was just telling Siddharth that I wish I didn't have had a fall on 24th of December. I'd have met you all in person on 8th of January. You know, it would have been a personal meeting with all of you. I missed that opportunity, at least virtually. I really don't want to miss that opportunity of seeing you all. So that's one request. The second request is, please keep a paper and a pen next to you. Okay, anyway, Mr. Rao is back. Yeah.
Sorry, I think that
you can go
incoming
ahead.
telephone call has hijacked my Zoom session. Okay.
Please go ahead, sir.
Right. Yeah. He made a very interesting statement. He said, if I cannot devote adequate quality time with my family members, when they need me, they don't need me when I'm really available. And that's very, very, very important for him. And he said he has to spend some time, especially quality time, with his family members. That's very important to him. And then we discussed and worked out a few things. The recipe of success has gone. And within one and a half months, he was able to firmly commit to his family, especially his son, 2 hours a day and 1 hour for his personal health out of the
मेरा
time
पानी
that's
नहीं आ रहा है
available to
घर
him.
पे पानी मतलब वो है नहीं क्या अभी घर में
So please mute yourself, sir.
मैं
Dilip,
दोनों
sir.
बात में कर लिया
Rao sir, you need to unmute. Rao sir, you have to unmute because I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's just a couple of instances how the success is very personal to the individual and it's a particular context, right? I met Dilip about 15 years back in Chennai. And at that time, he was a marketing executive with Carpe Diem in Chennai. And during that process, he has internalized LMI's consultative selling process and also internalized the various products of LMI. And he is a product of the product. And over the last 15 years, he built a very good business in Chennai and subsequently in the whole of Tamil Nadu on this. I don't consider Dilip as a super skilled salesperson. Sorry for saying this, Dilip. I have something else to say. I don't think he had an ambition, even though a lot of awards have come, he had an ambition to become world #1 in sales in LMI. It was not his ambition. His attitude is very simple. Touch a life, make a difference, and do it now. He doesn't want to wait. His ambition, he always believed that people have unlimited potential, and those who want to succeed, there are opportunities in abundance. This is his attitude that really made him work specifically in really helping people to become successful leaders. And it is those successful leaders who have given him the business by referring other people who need that particular thing. After all, national, international awards are just an automatic outcome. I don't think he has done deliberately by setting a goal and working towards them. Or for that matter, even becoming a CEO of Carpe Diem is not something which he has aspired for. It had just come to him. Same is the case with being the Southern Regional Master Licensee of LMI India. So when you have the right attitudes, when you want to be helping people, then automatically rewards will come to you. And that's what has happened. I have a lot of regard for him, for all he has achieved in his life. And I'll hand it over to Dilip for his session.
Thank you,
Thank
Surya
you.
Prakash also. Thank you so much. I think these words means a lot, and coming from you, I really value it for my life. Thank you so much. And so thank you so much for facilitating this opportunity. I think Mr. Siddharth, Mr. Naveen, and Mr. Yusuf, thank you so much for this opportunity. I have huge respect for chartered accountants because I'm one person who's not good at numbers. I have a good chartered accountant friend of mine and a good efficient accountant, and I think these two are the people who are running my business. Because I too get the respect for chartered accountants is very very high. I think you are the people are the backbone for any organization, and it's a real privilege and a honor to address Karnataka Chartered Accountants Association. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And as I was telling, I have two wonderful people along with me today. I have Mr. Surya Prakash Rao, who has spoken right now. I also have Mr. Satyanarayana, who is from Chennai, who is one of our very senior colleague, and he's also there. I think between all three of us, we are going to ensure that we add maximum value to every single participant in through this whole program. So with that note, I was talking to you about certain small requests from my end. One is the camera to be on. Yes, we have crossed 58 people, but I see hardly few cameras on. Please keep your cameras on because that's going to be a motivation for us. Second is keep a notepad and a pen next to you because there is going to be a lot of writing. A lot of writing has to be done, a lot of sharing has to be done. The more you share, the more interesting the session becomes, and more value everyone can take out of it, including me. Because we personally say, whether we go and do a LMI session or any programs, every program when we go and facilitate, we add value to ourselves. Every single participant adds value to us. So with that note, I think when you share, I think it adds value to my life too. So that's my request. So next 1 hour 15 minutes, so 6:30 is the cutoff time. I think I'll take another 5-10 minutes extra, but by we should be done by 6:30, so at 6:40. So with that note, I'm sure you all know the company's name, Carpe Diem. Can anyone say what does it mean? Why Carpe Diem? Why did we choose Carpe Diem?
Not thinking about the future, but
Okay.
thinking about the present and achieving in the present.
Wonderful, 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 Mr. Naveen. What else? What else? What does it come to your mind? Nothing right or wrong. One more answer. I'm looking forward to.
Focus on what is there in your hand.
Focus on what is there in your hand. Fantastic. I have my good friend here, Satya. He always says human mind is like a pendulum. Have you seen a pendulum? It keeps swinging. It keeps swinging to the past. It swings to the future. It regrets about the past. It worries about the future. It's never in the present. And actually, success happens when you're in the present. So it's all about how do we seize the moment. That's why we said through all our interventions, we actually help people to seize your moment so that you're able to become successful in life. Because we cannot do anything about our past. We don't have control over your future, but all we have control is about the present right now. Okay. With that note, I'm also have another request. I know we all are very busy people. Next 1 hour, 15 minutes, you're committed your time. Let's seize the moment right now. Let's put our phones away. Let's put everything away, and let's focus on this 1 hour, 15 minutes in this whole program. That's my request to you all. I'm just going to do my screen sharing right now. Just give me a minute. Okay, so let's quickly move into the program. So as I told you, it's all going to be a lot of sharing right now. So you have a pen and a paper next to you. I want you all to write down, what are your dreams and your aspirations? I want you all to list down 5 top dreams of yours. I know we all as professionals, we wear 2 hats. One is our professional hat, another one is our personal hat. So to make our life much more simple, 3 dreams towards your professional life, 2 dreams towards your personal life. The 5 is just a number. I would be very happy if you can go till 10. I'll go to give you 2 minutes time, just 2 minutes time. 5 things what you want to achieve in your life which you don't have right now. 5 things. I'm sure people who are not on the videos are also writing down. Satya has the habit of picking up people who have not on their videos. I'm not going to ask you all to share, but yes, there will be an opportunity to share. If anyone is willing to share, you're most welcome to share. But you can be as honest as possible. 5 things what you want to have in your life which you don't have right now with regards to your life. I'm going to give you a last 1 minute. Satya, you have the name of the person whom you want to call out?
Are you serious about it? I'm not going to ask you to call Mr. Ravi or Vinay or Padmanabhan. I'm not going to ask you to call those names. But it'll be fun if video comes and we feel more connected to the speaker. That's what I understood. So,
Great, 30 seconds to go. Yes, great. Done? How many of you have completed 5? 5 or 5, more than 5? Wonderful. So how was the feeling? How was it to write down? Now, what emotions? What was your emotions? How are you all feeling?
Feeling great.
Feeling great. Fantastic. What else?
Lovely. Feeling lovely.
Feeling lovely. Okay,
Yes.
fantastic.
Feeling a bit accomplished by writing down.
By writing down. Wonderful, wonderful. What else? What
As
else?
if we have achieved.
As if you have achieved. Oh, that's very affirmative. Fantastic. What else?
Having a clarity on what you need.
Having a clarity on what we need. Fantastic. What else? Was it easy?
Keeping a goal.
Sorry?
Having a sight of goal.
Having a sight of goal. Fantastic. What else? Was it easy?
Yes.
50-50.
Yes.
50. So that was a very honest answer. Why 50-50, sir?
Because mind was not prepared. Because we did not have the
prepared.
list of what we need to do. That's the reason. So
Correct.
it was scouting for the things.
Correct. How much time do we really spend on this every day?
Not hardly a minute.
You know, when I was addressing a very large association, I had a very interesting, very senior vice president of an organization, a lady. You know, she stood up and she said, she made a very, very valid statement. She said, Dilip, you know what? Every day we wake up and we fight so many battles. There's so much of stress we take, so much of challenges we face, so many battles we fight. But today you came here, you stood here and you asked me to write down 5 things what you want me to achieve in my life. And I'm not able to answer even one. Then why am I taking the stress in life? If I'm not able to list down what I want to achieve in my life, why am I taking the stress every day? Why am I fighting this battle every day? You know, that was a very, very extremely honest feeling. I have a huge respect for that for the person. I think she was very honest. You know, so great. With that note, now that you all have written down what are your dreams, I want you all to look at each of your dreams, and I want you all to write down what are those things which are stopping you from achieving those dreams. What is blocking you from achieving those dreams? These are all the dreams which you have listed down, which you want to achieve in your life. But if that does not happen today, what is blocking you? Now, once again, I'm telling you, I'm not going to ask you to share, but be honest to yourself, saying that what you want, giving the right answer. actually what is really holding you back?
Our mentality,
Sorry?
our mentality, but thought process.
No problem. Write down. Write down. I want you to write down against each of the dream what you've written. Each dream what you've written. And go dig deep within. I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. Today, if you ask me what is one of my dream, I want to own a Jaguar. And I really don't have a Jaguar today. And if I ask myself, what's the challenge? What is the top of the mind? My answer would be, okay, I don't have money. But is that the real answer? Naveen read such a nice profile about me. Prakash sir spoke so much about me. You know, being in this business for past 17, 18 years. And still, if I'm not able to own a Jaguar, which means that if I dig deep, the answer could be, I might not have worked hard. I might not have planned my finance better. I might not have strategized my business better. So dig deep within to honestly answer the question, saying that if that's your aspiration, if that's your dream, what you want to achieve in your life, and if that's not happened today, what is really holding you back? What is coming in your way? What is coming in your way? Done? Done? Anyone would like to chat? Anyone would like to share some of your dreams and some of your challenges? Anyone? Anyone? Just one or two. Yes, Naveen, please go ahead.
The first dream is being in the professional field. I just want to be the number one profession.
Wonderful.
Or even if you want to be practicing individually or as a firm, so want to be the number one there, put in a lot of efforts.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. And enjoy the life to the extent possible.
Okay, what's the challenge? What do you
challenge is maybe maybe the dreams of professional or personal, maybe one challenge that is courage. Somewhere that courage is not coming in. So that's where I'm getting dropped off. Even if you want to come to the public speaking, that courage was not there. Somewhere in 2018 or 19, somewhere I took that challenge, I came out. And today I'm speaking here. I've introduced KSC. Thanks for KSC for giving an opportunity to introduce such a
Let's
wonderful
give Naveen
person.
a big round of applause, to be very honest. I think that calls for a lot of confidence to be so candid. Thank you so much, Naveen, for giving the start. Is there anyone else you would like to share? One dream and one challenge. Yes, Mr. Pavan. Pavan, you need to unmute yourself.
One is travel around the world.
Okay.
And yeah, there's one side of the story where I want to do some adventure activities.
Wonderful. Okay.
Along with cover the pilgrimage kind of a thing.
Okay.
And my other dream is to spend more time with my family and friends.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And one very big ambition that I have is to engage in more social activities to give back to the society wherever possible.
Great. What are those challenges, if you'd like to share?
Time management and priorities.
Time management and priorities. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Pavan. A big round of applause to Pavan for coming over and sharing. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Babita, you raised your hands. I saw you raising your hands.
The biggest challenge that I'm facing is to be well organized.
Okay.
And what I could foresee is lack of planning, lack of motivation, then laziness, and maybe to some extent you need to be courageous also to do what you want to do.
Great. Thank you so much, ma'am. I think that's really appreciate for openly, candidly sharing your thoughts. Yeah, a big round of applause to Ms. Babita. I think Mr. Rajkumar also raised their hand. Yes, Mr. Rajkumar.
Yeah, I would like to see my daughter getting the Olympic gold medal in the year
Wow.
2024.
Wow,
So,
wonderful.
what is stopping me? Again, laziness, because we are not taking actions. Early morning, we have to get up every day. It's not one day.
Excellent. Big round of applause to Mr. Rajkumar. We are our best wishes for your daughter to really win the Olympics, and I'm sure we are going to watch that happening.
Thank you.
Sandeep.
Yeah. So So my dream is to be happy and in a larger scheme of things and achieve what I set out. The challenge I personally feel is the dream itself. After every year, even if you achieve a little, there's no contentment. The dream keeps shifting. You want to achieve more and more, and chasing that again. You take up a lot more time, wanting to do a lot more. It maybe even a professional field.
Great.
When I started practice, I wanted to achieve a number. The number keeps changing. So contentment, I feel, is a bigger problem. No matter what, even if I achieve, I just don't seem to be happy. I just wish I can get the contentment.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I think a big round of applause to Sandeep. Thank you so much, Sandeep, for volunteering. Ms. Lavanya.
So for me personally, actually, I qualified in the year 2012, but since my qualification, I just did not, I did not work or practice. So for me, it's a 10 years of break in the career. Now I'm taking, due to various reasons, I couldn't do that. But now finally, I have started taking steps in, since I moved out of the joint family. Now I'm trying to make a comeback. But of course, I'm taking the assignments too. But somewhere that motivation is not there. I'm not able to flow. Of course, the hurdle is myself. There is nobody. There are no other external factors who are influencing my progress. I think it's something within me that I'm not motivated. I get easily distracted. Say if there is something challenging to do, I would just go and see some video on the YouTube, or I would just kind of distract myself from instead of taking on the challenge. That's my.
Thank you so much, Lavanya. I really appreciate your honest and a candid sharing, because just wait for a few more slides. You have an answer for whatever you've been sharing right now. Yeah. So thank you so much. A big round of applause to Ms. Lavanya. I think great. I think Satya and Rao sir both will accept. I think we have addressed many forums. I think there are very few forums who come across so candidly and share their thoughts without holding back. I think that speaks a lot about the forum itself. So I think the Karnataka Chartered Accountant Association, I think you guys have to take the whole credit, because I think there's a lot of camaraderie. That's only if not for the camaraderie, I don't think the people will be opening up and sharing so much. So hats off to you guys. So great. There are so fantastic thoughts have come. Okay, now we spoke about dreams. We spoke about challenges. When you take any dream or challenges, challenges can be caused because of two things. One, the challenge could be caused because of others, or the challenges can be caused because of self. Now I want you all to go back to the page where you have written your challenges, and look at each of this challenge and classify whether the challenge is to do with self or with others. And go back to the chat box and write down what's your answer. Is it to do with self or is it to do with others? Classify each of your challenges and say whether it is to do with self or whether it's to do with others. Most of it are both self and others. Most of the challenges are self. maximum self, both. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. So great. So we all accept most of the challenges. That is 95% of the challenges is more to do with self. So I have a leading question. If the self continues to have all those challenges, will all your dreams be achieved? If your self continues to have all those challenges, if all those challenges prevail in your life,
We have to overcome those challenges.
overcome those challenges. Excellent. So sir, what has to happen to the self?
You have to bring in that confidence. Doubt has to be removed.
So what is that? What is that? So self, what has to happen to the self?
Motivate.
Motivate. Okay.
Transformation has to happen.
Huh?
Change of
Internal
mindset.
transformation.
Oh, wonderful. What has to happen to the self? Self has to change.
Transform.
Transform. Absolutely. The first step is change. From change, then you transform. So the first step is change. Very easy to say. It has to change. But how easy it is? Why are we resisting change? We all know we need to change. Why are we not able to change?
Comfort zone, fear of failure.
Comfort zone and fear of failure. Excellent. What else? What else are the reasons? We know we need to change. Those are all our dreams. We know our challenges.
Take action.
Why are we not able to take action?
Doubt.
Doubt.
Uncertainty of results.
Uncertainty of results. Okay, fantastic.
The fear of failure.
Fear of failure. Okay, what else?
The limitations in which we operate.
Okay, limitations which we operate. Okay, let us look at a very interesting exercise. Okay, our life is full of activities. Let us look at an exercise saying that why we are not able to change. Okay, what is holding us back from changing? Okay, just be with me during this session. I'm sure you can make a note of all this. Anyway, the program is getting recorded, so you can also view it quietly, but participate with me. Yeah. So we all accept our life is full of activities.
Yes.
Yes. What does activities give us?
Challenge.
What does activities give us? Okay, how do we define it's a challenge? What does activities give us? Every day. Sorry.
We engage ourselves. The
Sorry?
sense of accomplishment.
Sense of how do you ensure that what gives you the feeling, the sense of accomplishment? What defines it? What defines it? So what do you gain? What do you gain?
A few activities are pleasurable and a few are not.
So what is that? What is that other? What do you gain in that? Pleasure is an end result. Okay, you have achieve happiness, but what do you gain in that process?
Confidence.
Confidence. Can we say experience? Yeah.
Yes.
So every activity leads to an experience, and if we further bring it down, there can be a good activity and there can be a good experience. There can be a good activity and there can be a bad experience. There can be a bad activity and a good experience, and a bad activity and a bad experience. Right? Can either, yeah? So let's take the first one. Good activity, good experience. What kind of feeling does it give? I'm extremely good in that activity and that gives me a good experience every day. What kind of emotions we go through?
Very happy.
Happy?
Divine feeling.
Divine, happy. Okay, what else?
Climbing
What
the
else?
ladder.
Sorry?
Climbing the ladder.
Climbing the ladder. Yeah, you want to achieve more. You want to climb the ladder. What else?
Accomplishment.
Accomplishment. Fantastic. Divine, happy, accomplishment, motivation. You want to do more. Challenge more. Fantastic. Inspiration. Okay. Day in and day out, if you're experiencing this kind of an emotion in the activity over a period of time, what does it lead you to?
Overconfidence.
Overconfidence. Okay, you get when you experience that happiness, delight, motivation, inspiration, satisfaction, sense of achievement, what does it lead you to in that particular
habit?
Stagnation.
No, you'll get bored of that.
Bored of the, what's other word for bored?
Stagnation.
Huh?
Mundane.
Saturation.
Absolutely. You get into complacency?
Yeah.
Can we give an example for this? We all are in our own profession. We have our good customers. We have our not so good customers. Long-term customers. Sometimes, we take them for granted. We have done so much. We have helped them so much. We have given them so much of benefit. That's okay if this time it doesn't happen. That's okay. Without knowingly, unknowingly, tomorrow someone else is taken over the customer. Complacency. Let's take the second one. Good activity and a bad experience. Let me give you my favorite personal example. I learned to ride my bicycle within my apartment complex. I started riding it so well, I gained confidence. And one day I decided to get outside the main gate, go to the main road, go for a ride on the main road. The moment I crossed my main gate, I would have just gone 200 meters. An auto guy just came, brushed aside me and left. In this whole process, I fell down, I bruised my leg. Good activity, bad experience. What kind of emotions I would have gone through?
Don't try this again.
Don't try this again. Okay, self-doubt, less motivation, concern, learning. What does it lead us to? What does it lead us to?
They learn from the experience.
What does it lead us to?
You abstain from that activity.
Sorry?
You abstain from doing it again.
Absolutely. Why? Why do I abstain myself?
Yes.
Why?
Fear of
Why?
losing.
Absolutely. Fear. Wonderful. Fear.
The question is, what do the leaders do? Is it?
Yes, that was the question.
No,
How can a leader be in fear?
No. It's not leader. I said a good activity which has given you a bad experience. What does it lead you to? For an example.
Lead you to. Okay,
Lead you.
sure. Sorry.
What?
It leads me, can I answer this?
Yes, ma'am.
Leads me to learn from mistakes.
Absolutely. That's a positive way of looking at it. Hats off that you're looking at it that way. But predominantly, many of them will go into the fear mode. Let me give you an example in a corporate world. Employee does a mistake and we call him, we give him a peace of mind, thinking that we are giving him a feedback. Yeah. So we are giving him a feedback and he comes back and says, sorry, sir. Extremely sorry, sir. I will not do it from next time. I really apologize for it. And he leaves. 3 days later, he comes and submits his resignation. Good activity, given a bad experience. Now, what will happen to me next time? Will I give a feedback? I will not. In many organizations, we speak about empowerment of team members.
We may get into a nutshell.
Yeah, absolutely. We accept mediocrity. Absolutely, we accept mediocrity. We start telling, yeah, what do I do? Okay, we speak corporate. There is a word called empowerment. I want to empower my team members. Fantastic. There is a big customer, and I decide to empower my team member. I send my customer, my junior for the call, and he goes and he fails miserably. And there's a 2-page email from the client saying that what a lousy people you are. And next time there's a new customer. Will I send my person? I will not. You wait, I'm coming. Good activity, but a bad experience leads us to fear. Let's take this interesting space. This is a very interesting space. Bad activity and a good experience. Think about it. Danger zone. Bad activity, good experience. I have an 8-year-old son, full of energy. Every day when I come back from office at 7 or 8 o'clock, he comes running to me to play. And I just don't have energy to play with him. Now I need to avoid him. What do? I take my phone and I give it to him. Bad activity, a good experience for me. But what is happening to my son?
Bad experience.
Sorry? What kind of bad experience? What kind of experience?
He may not come back to you again later on.
Okay.
One,
okay. Absolutely, absolutely, ma'am. A big round of applause to Sangeeta, ma'am. Actually, that's addiction. You know, it might give you, it might give me all this experience, all the kind of experience what you get at a good activity and a good experience you experience in bad activity and good experience also. It gives me the happiness that I'm able to manage my son. I'm delighted that I got my space. I might go back and do whatever nonsense which I want to do, watch a movie, watch a TV, or just sleep. But in that process, what have I done? My son is getting into addiction there. Let's take it into corporates. Reports need to be submitted. There's a goof up which has happened. First time, I want to escape from my boss. I manipulate the report and I submit it off. The next time, without knowingly, unknowingly, manipulation becomes my habit. Blaming others becomes my habit. Blaming the circumstances becomes my habit. And that becomes my addiction. And finally, bad activity, bad experience. I think we all matured enough to avoid it. Let's leave all this good activity, good experience, bad activity, bad experience. Let us look at these 4 words, 4 leading words: complacent or comfort, fear, addiction, avoid. In life, are we not somewhere stuck? Are we not operating in either one of the 4 areas in our life? Some areas we operate out of comfort zone. Some areas we are operating out of fear. Some areas we are operating out of addiction. And some areas we are avoiding. Can I say, we all have those dreams. We all listed down our challenges. We also accepted the maximum of the challenges is do with the self. And we all realize the self has to change. And why are we not able to change? Some areas we are operating out of comfort zone. Some areas we are operating out of fear. Some areas we are operating out of addiction. And some areas we are avoiding. And let me tell you, the areas I'm operating out of comfort zone, areas I'm operating out of fear, the areas I'm operating out of addiction, and the areas I'm avoiding is only known to me. I can put a beautiful mask in front of you. So unless and until I identify this, unless and until I accept this and let go of this, only then change happens. So what is holding us back from not letting go? Do we all accept that we need to let go of this? What is holding us back from letting go? Too much time I kept my screen on. I'm going to see how many cameras are on. What is holding us back from letting go? What is holding us back? Why are we not able to let go of this?
It's our beliefs, our experiences, the kind of molding or the journey that we have been through. A certain situations put us in certain zone.
Okay.
So
okay.
I feel these are not stagnant. They keep ever changing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It keeps changing. Absolutely.
It changes with time. Sometimes something is an
situational.
addiction. Yeah,
situational.
it's situational. Yeah.
Absolutely situational. Yes. The first thing, that's why we say it's only we who are aware of it. I might be extremely good with the customer A, I might be extremely bad with customer B. You cannot say I'm a person with lack of self-confidence, but am I aware of that? So that's why we said the area which is operating out of comfort, fear, addiction, and avoid, it's only known to us. And if we need to let go of it, what is holding us back from letting go? Why are we not able to let go?
Maybe the worry about the future.
Worry about the future. What else?
Our purpose is not clear. We are not clear with our purpose in mind. The ultimate goal, we are not clear.
Wonderful. Can we give a big round of applause to the madam, please? See, the biggest challenge why we are not able to let go is that we all know we need to let go. But the challenge is there is a gap between the knowing and the doing. We know that the areas we are operating of comfort. We know the areas we are operating of fear. We know the areas we are operating of addiction. We know the areas which we are avoiding. And we know we need to change it. The problem is we know, but there is a gap between the knowing and the doing. Why the gap between the knowing and doing happens is that, like Ms. Sangeeta ma'am said, the first one is goal clarity. I always give my famous example of this football field. You know, we all can go to Europe to watch a beautiful football match. We might be placed in the best of the best position in the stadium. And two best teams are there. Name the teams. Brazil and Argentina or France, whoever it is, the two best teams are there on the field. And the game is going to start. And you're all excited to watch the game. The moment the whistle is blown, two guys quickly run in and take the goalpost off. What happens to the game? And if you put the goalpost back, it's complete entertainment for the next 90 minutes. Every organization or every individual is like the football field. I have all the potential to make that game an entertainment. It's either the goalpost is missing, or one goalpost in Bangalore, another goalpost in Chennai, even 22 Ronaldos cannot make that game an entertainment. I keep running. Fatigue sets in, demotivation sets in. Somewhere I get into the comfort zone, or somewhere I get into the fear saying that, oh my God, I don't have the capability to do it. Or I get into that addiction of blaming everyone possible, or I just avoid that goal. So the first thing is goal clarity. The first question what we need to ask ourselves is that when we are writing those goals, is our goals are like those football field with the goalposts within the football field, or one in Chennai, one in Bangalore? A simple example, when you do the session, many of them come with the goal, I need to be healthy. What does I need to be healthy? If the pen falls down, if I'm not going to request for help from Rav sir or Satya to come and help me to pick up the pen, I'm healthy. Right? If I'm able to wake up in the morning, get to office without any support, I'm healthy. What does healthy mean? Today, I'm 85 kgs. I need to be 79 kgs by December 31st, 2022. That's called the goalpost within the football field. So the first is goal clarity. So what comes to your mind when we say goal clarity? What kind of goals come to your mind? I want some answers. What kind of goals come to your mind? I'm sure I'm asking chartered accountants. I'm sure you give lots of goals to your team.
Number-driven goals.
Number-driven goals. Fantastic. What else? What else? What else? What kind of goals?
Achievable.
Correct. No. What type of goals? Is it what? If I ask you what is your goal, what comes to your mind? What's your goal for the next 3 months? What comes to your mind?
Net worth.
Subject matter.
Net worth,
expert.
Subject matter expert. Net worth. Okay.
Collection of bills.
Collection of bills. Absolutely.
Due dates.
Due dates. Wonderful. Great. In LMI, we always believe there are 7 goals. When I say goal clarity, it's not that goal clarity in one area of life. It is goal clarity in 7 areas of life. What's that first one? Family goals. Second, health goals. Third, personal finance goals. I don't need to tell chartered accountant about this. Personal finance goals. Many organizations make the mistake. Fun goals. My giving goals. And then comes my work goals. And then comes my self-development goals. Why do you think I did not bring my work goals in the first? Anyone wants to answer? Why do you? Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Work can be replaced, not family.
Absolutely, sir. Fantastic. I think, see, we always believe there is a lot of potential within every individual, but there's a gap between the potential and the performance. And believe me, the gap between the potential and performance happens predominantly because of certain unsatisfied desires in personal life. When you take this first 5 aspects of your life, the family goals, health goals, personal finance goals, fun goals, and giving goals, these are the 5 goals you are emotionally connected to. Many a times, we really don't have the clarity towards these 5 goals. If we are able to if we have complete clarity towards these 5 goals, based on these 5 goals, then write our work goals. What is that I need to do to my business? And based on that work goal, now write down the self-development goal. How do I develop myself this year so that I need to achieve that work goals? If I achieve those work goals, I'm able to achieve all those personal goals of mine. But predominantly what happens today, I've seen many of them. We are very clear about our work goals. But work goals, really I'm telling you, we are not emotionally connected to our work goals. I can give you an example. Go ask any business owner, 2020, what happened? He'll say, what are you asking, sir? Corona came. Yeah, I want to double my turnover. What to do? But I did a break even. I'm happy about it. Will that same business owner turn to you and say, yeah, 2020 COVID came, I pulled my son out of the school? Will you tell that with pride? 2020 COVID came, from 70 kg, I went up to 120 kgs. Will you be happy to tell that? 2020 came, my relationship with my family got spoiled. No, I wouldn't tell that with same pride, same conviction. So actually our emotions are these first 5 goals. This is our driving factor of our life. Our family, my health, my personal finance, my fun, and my giving goals. These 5 things derive my work goals and my self-development goal. We do a lot. We did a work with a large infrastructure organization here in Chennai, and we had 27 of the leadership team there. And final session came in. All the 27 people came and presented about their learnings, how they want to take it forward, what they have achieved because of this program, and it was phenomenal. And there was one gentleman who came there and said he didn't have a presentation. He just came there and said, "I'm going to take my organization from here to there by 2030." 27 leadership team stood up and gave a standing ovation. And we really didn't have any clue as to why the standing ovation is happening. The CEO of the company came to present. And that's the time he said, "You all must be wondering why we gave a standing ovation to the gentleman. I realize, I understand." That gentleman who came and made that statement was 62 years old. He joined that organization 38 years back with a salary of 850 rupees. Today, he is heading the electrical department of the large infrastructure company, which is doing an annual turnover of 1,750 crores. And I understand this gentleman has been knocking on the doors of the chairman and the CEO last 5 years, requesting them to allow him to retire. And the organization is not been allowing him to retire. And when that gentleman went on to the stage and said, "I want to take this organization from here to there by 2030. And that was an emotion. And they all gave a standing ovation to him. So when we went back to his gentleman, I said, "What drove you? What was the driving factor?" He made a very nice statement. He said, 38 years in this business, I'm managing 7 projects of this organization. You wake me at mid of the night and ask me, what is the status of the 7 projects? I can tell you like this, including what's the inventory in each of the project. But you know what? This whole process gave me a lot of clarity saying that, what is it I want to do for my wife? This program gave me clarity. I was saying, what is it I want to do for my daughter? Suddenly I realized I want to do so much for my grandchildren. I want to do so much for myself. I have certain dreams and aspirations I want to achieve for myself. And this whole process made me realize all those dreams. And if I need to achieve all those personal dreams of mine, the only way is to work. The source of income is this organization. So I commit to taking this organization from here to there so that I'm also able to successfully. And the second statement was a very moving statement, what he made. He said, I might stand here with lots of pride and say 38 years, the company is not allowing me to retire. But the honest answer is, even after 38 years, the company is not allowing me to retire. I need not take any pride because I have not grown leaders in this organization. Today, I commit. An organization which has developed me as an individual, I commit to give them back, develop leaders in the organization and work it. Now, what was the driving factor for this person? So when I say goal clarity, it is not goal clarity in work. In goal clarity in 7 areas of life. And when I'm talking about the goal clarity, is my goals in all 7 areas of life, is it like the football goalpost within the football field, or one in Chennai and one in Bangalore? That's the question what you have to ask yourself. The second, yes, we have goal clarity. Many times we have goal clarity, but the priorities. Is our priorities aligned to the goals of the organization? It is like this. I might have the aspiration to run a marathon. I don't need anyone's motivation to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I might wake up by myself even without an alarm clock. I wear my shoes, I wear my tracks. I straight walk into the gym and start pumping my muscles. Will it help me run a marathon? I need to get to the beach or get to the park and start running. Many a times, leaders like us or business owners, busy day, 100 activities, heart-to-heart conversation, we are disappointed. Saying that 100 activities, 98 not to my potential. So the question is, yes, sometimes we might have the goal clarity. Is our priorities aligned to the goals of the organization? Have I first clearly defined my high payoff activities so that I can start delegating my low payoff activities? And believe me, then comes communication. Very, very, very loosely held statement in any organization. Any challenge, communication gap. I don't know how to communicate. Let me tell you, we are born excellent communicators. In a joint family of 30 people, that 5-year-old child knows whom to go and get the chocolate from. If the child decides not to go to tuition, he or she knows whom to go and influence so that he or she will not go to tuition today. Which means we are born excellent communicators. But if today communication is a challenge, if you say we are not able to empower, if we say we are not able to delegate, we are not able to create a self-motivated team, let's go back and ask, is my goal clarity clear? Is my priorities clear? If these two are clear, we are able to we can communicate extremely well. And I'm sure Satya must be laughing now, yeah, because he loves to make the statement saying that communication, you are not what you are, not due to what you're talking to others. You are what you are purely due to what you're talking to yourself. So communication is not about what you communicate to others. What are you communicating about yourself to you? What am I telling to myself about me? Today, biggest challenge is you can make anyone sit next to you and tell him, boss, please write down 5 positives about yourself. He or she might take the whole day to write 3. The same person, you make him sit next to you and say, write down 5 challenges of yours. He might go in a second. I'm bad in this, I'm bad in that, I'm bad in this, I'm bad in this, I lack in this, I lack in this, I lack. So what are we continuously communicating to ourselves? What we lack? Oh, I'm not good in time management. Oh, I'm not good in this. I'm not good in that. I'm not good in this. So communication, so you're not what you are, not due to what you're talking to others. You are whatever you are is purely due to what you're talking to yourself. So communication is not about the communication, what you do to others. Communication is also what you're doing to yourself. That's why we say there are always three things to success. Knowledge. Knowledge is nothing but what to do and why to do. Next is skill. How to do. I might have the knowledge. That's why I'm in the particular industry. I might have the skill. I might hold a particular portfolio. But these two are not enough for excellence. There's something which is very important, desire, which is the desire. What is it I want to do? Only when the desire meets knowledge and skill, you start driving excellence. Any questions? Am I clear? I have lots of silence. Can I move? Can I move to the next slide? Any questions?
No questions, sir. You can move ahead.
Naveen, suddenly your energy is lost.
Sir, can you repeat the last line which you
lot of introspection has made by Naveen.
Made by Naveen. No, very nice. I'm so happy about it. So to make it a very light, what is when we talk about all these things, let me share a very interesting personal story of mine, a very personal story of mine. Yeah. I always dreamt to be a man in uniform. I always wanted to be a man in uniform. And I want to be a part of any of this Army, Navy, or the Air Force. I didn't get a mentor like Rao sir early in my life. If I'd have got it early in my life, I think I would have become one of the men in uniform, possible. But you know what? But this aspiration was always there with me. It has been always there with me. So we all are part of a forum. And I met a interesting person who was he was a fireman. He was selling fire extinguishers, right? He was selling fire extinguishers. So very interesting when we got to meet him, and suddenly I realized he's been a front-end fireman for 27 years of his career. That fascinated me. That fascinated me and said, sir, now tell me, how is a fireman's life? So he gave me lots of examples. I have lots of stories about those major firefighting which he did. Also, one of the firefighting where he got badly affected, where he was hospitalized. Story was fascinating. So he was just fascinated. So I asked him, how is a fireman's life every day? He said, yeah, 3 shifts. 9 o'clock we come to office. 8:30 we come to office. We change our clothes, where we wear the pants. The coat is very heavy, so we hang the coat. We check for everything, whether the water is there in the fire tanker. We do all our SOP check. By around 9:30, 10 o'clock, we are done with all the SOP check, and we sit. I said, fantastic. What else? What else do you do? We sit. 11 o'clock, tea comes, so we have tea. Okay, what else? What else? Then we will be having a chat, and then 1 o'clock lunch comes, so we have a lunch. I said, that's it? Yeah, 1 o'clock lunch. After that, he said meditation. No, slight snooze for some time. He said, really? Right now I'm getting a little jittery because fireman, I said, there's going to be something exciting. And he says, 1 o'clock lunch. After that, we take some rest. And after that, by 4 o'clock, tea comes. Then we discuss about politics, whether Karunanidhi is good, Jayalalitha is good, whether Modi is good. So we discuss a lot of things. Very interesting. By that 5 o'clock happens. By then I'm getting very jittery. I can't understand. I was thinking something excitement. But he says, yeah, this is what happens. And 5:30 tea comes, and then 5:30 we discuss. Suddenly we remember about what are the things we need to buy for our home. 6 o'clock, duty over, change our clothes, walk back home. I said, my God, is this what your life is all about every day? He said, yes. No, what? You don't do anything else? No, you have a fire engine. Why don't you go road by road, check for whether there is fire? He said, we will get fired if you do that. But, he made a very interesting statement. He said, though we follow something called a 3R formula: reaction, response, resolution. When a call comes, within 3 minutes, the vehicle is out of the fire station. That's reaction. Within 10 minutes, they need to reach the destination, the response. And within 30 minutes, they need to dose the fire off, which is resolution. And what is this mode called? Anyone? What is this mode called?
Always an action.
Okay, what is it? Otherwise, what kind of action it is? Sorry, someone is trying to answer. I think
Alertness. Being alert at all times.
Okay. What kind of action it is? Is
Ready
it
to
reactive?
respond.
Is it reactive? Yeah,
Preparedness.
reaction. Correct.
Preparedness.
Absolutely, reaction. You know, when we were telling this to another forum of business people, one business owner stood up and said, "Sir, our business also runs like that." You know, when inquiry comes, you know, we are at it. We are always in the reactive mode, even in our business. I'm sure as chartered accountants, you have seen so many business owners. Satya, you want to say something?
Yeah, this is a mode always I'm there as far as my chartered accountant is concerned. Okay, everything you send it to him, send it to him. Anything comes to me, notices come, send it to him. Okay, I'm always on the reactive mode. And he'll call up and say, look, most of them are preventable. But I will react only when notice comes. One clarification comes from the department. Otherwise, I'm not bothered. So many times business owners are in this mode, and that's where wonderful work from these people will help us. We are in reactive mode, but they have to do something different.
Thank you, Satya. Thank you. So we are always in the reactive mode. We are extremely good when it's reactive. Indians are extremely good in reactions and firefightings. But what we need to do is we need to shift to a proactive mode. And research proves, and recipe for success is shifting from a reactive mode to a proactive mode. And you know what? Interesting, the research proves 80% of the businesses are in the reactive mode. And 20% is in the proactive mode. And if we could really shift our business 80% to proactive mode and 20% to reactive mode, it's proven that 4 times growth happens. Growth is 4 times without increasing any kind of resources, given resources I'm talking about. With the given resources, it's proven if we are able to shift from a reactive mode to a proactive mode, if any of the business owners can run their business from an 80% proactive mode to a 20% reactive mode, there's a possibility of converting the business into 4 times. And when we become proactive, predominantly, our desires become strong. Our knowledge and skill comes in search of us. We will be able to acquire that knowledge and skill. We operate from a mindset of excellence. Our communication improves. Our priorities become clear. Our goal clarity comes. Our gap between the knowing and the doing vanishes. We'll be able to let go of the comfort zone, the fear, the addiction, and the avoid. And what happens? Change does not happen. Transformation of self happens. That's why this beautiful picture of a larva to a butterfly. Once it's become a butterfly, it can never become a larva. Transformation happens. And challenges will start disappearing. And your dreams will come true. If you see, this is what we have seen from the beginning. We spoke about our dreams. We spoke about our challenges. Maximum of our challenges were do with self. And we realize that self has to change. We are not able to change because we are somewhere operating out of comfort, fear, addiction, or avoid. We need to let go of it. Why we are not able to let go of it? Because of the goal clarity. And when you say goal clarity in all 7 areas of life. Second, priorities. And third comes communication. And the reverse of it is what this is all about. Your dreams come true. And most important, and can this happen overnight? I had someone raising the hand, if I'm not wrong.
No, there was no one raising hands.
No, there was someone.
Maybe advocate.
Is the gentleman wanted to talk?
Yes. Can you please raise your hand or unmute yourself, please? Dilip, so you can continue. I think.
Wonderful. So, okay. Can this all happen overnight? Can this whole journey happen overnight? No, it can.
No.
It cannot happen overnight. Satya, I would like to share what Arnold Schwarzenegger says.
Thank you, Dilip. I was watching a video on the YouTube about this Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't ask me spelling, okay? So I can, with great difficulty, I pronounce the name properly, I think. So Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's the kind of a bodybuilder and, Mr. USA, Mr. Universe, and governor, politician, film actor, and all that. He was giving a convocation address in one of the university. And he was telling very passionately, guys, you can call me anything you want. You can call me, that Mr. Universe, Mr. USA, politician, and an award-winning, a film actor, and all that you can. But don't ever call me a self-made man. No, I'm not a self-made man, he said. He said, every part of I'm come from the Eastern Europe with a strong European accent. Every time I face the challenges, I have somebody to help me. Now, how can I call myself a self-made man? No way. Dilip is 19 years younger to me. Okay, but I have respect for him because at 54, I'm looking at an identity for myself. He came into my life and said, Satya, this is the direction in which you should go. I found my calling. I came out of my comfort zone. That fear at 54, who will come to me as a corporate trainer? No one will come. I'm not an MBA. I'm not as educated as you people. Somebody came in, my very good friend came and told me, Satya, what is this nonsense you're doing? You want to be at 54? You want to start a new career as a corporate trainer? Who will come to you? You're not even in IIM Ahmedabad or IIM or even in Harvard. Harvard people are sitting idle. Who will come to you? I had that fear. And I had a comfort zone of my technology business which I'm doing for the last 30 years. And my classmates are saying that, hey, I'm retired. I came out of the group. I don't want to retire. I'm 60 next month and I have another 39 years. So I cannot. So Dilip came and said, sir, come over here. I think this is the direction in which you go. And I never had that addictions thinking that, oh, I know everything. Dilip is 19 years younger to me. How can Dilip tell me? Now came out of that addiction. Now that I know everything. And whatever I was avoiding to become a corporate trainer, I started doing. I just followed Dilip's advice. So every time in life, if I go back and see my successes, I'm not a self-made man. And I have absolutely no hesitation in accepting in public, I'm not a self-made man. And that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger said. That's why I'm passionate about the speech. Probably we'll share it, that thing, you'll listen to it and watch it. Thank you, Dilip. Give me the opportunity and then I'll talk about Dilip 24 hours.
Thank you. Thank you, Satya. So, yeah. So what is it we need? That's where we need a process. Okay. So that transformation cannot happen alone. So you need that helping, the finger to hold. You need that helping hand. You need that guidance. You need that structure. You need that, we need that much needed pull and push. We need that mirror to reflect. And finally, we need someone to come and polish the diamond which we are already. And that is what we bring to the table through our LMI interventions.
Dilip, sorry, can you go back to the previous slide? I have a thought I want to share.
Yes.
I look at my chartered accountant, all this. I have not come from a business background. Okay, he's the finger to hold when I was doing the baby steps. He was the helping hand when I'm in confusion. He is the guidance what to do. He gave me the structure of accounts. I hate accounts. I cannot say that in this forum, but I don't like accounts. He gave me the structure and he pulled me and pushed me. And when I want to go and tell him some unrealistic dreams, he is the mirror to reflect. Chartered accountants play these roles. Those are the experts to polish the diamond who are the business owners. And this is the role of a chartered accountant. The thought came just now. I thought I'll share it. I don't know when will I get next opportunity to say this. Hats off to you guys.
Thank you, Satya. Thank you. So LMI acts as all those things. That's what we really do through our structured interventions. You know, that change cannot happen. That habit change cannot happen overnight. We need that finger to hold. We need that helping hand. We need that guidance. We need that structure. We need that much needed pull and push. We need someone to show us the mirror. And we need someone to really, really polish the diamond we are. And that is what LMI helps to do through all our structured interventions, where we are able to make the transformation happen in that every individual. Surya Prakash also, would you like to share something here? I think we have come almost end to the presentation.
Go ahead. I have nothing to add.
Wonderful. So through our structured interventions, we help people, and this is how LMI is today. Like Rao sir said, it's a 60-year-old company. We spread across 89 odd countries. We deliver programs in 24 different languages, and we believe in what we call a total leader concept. A total leader concept is, if I need to become an effective leader, the first question comes, how much am I productive to myself? If I'm not productive, I can never demand work from my people. So that's where it starts from. It all starts with personal productivity, moves on to personal leadership, then effective leadership development, then effective strategic leadership. And this entire gamut of the whole process, we also realize saying that that's why we brought in this interesting program called Effective Selling Strategies, where people are extremely good in their product. But the challenge comes taking the product to the market. And especially when it's selling comes, you know, I was just telling a friend of mine, during the COVID time, during 2020, we did an effective selling strategy program for a 3,500 crore turnover company. They're into spinning mills. You know, now you must be asking, what does a 3,500 crore turnover company wants to do, wants to learn about selling? No, they made a very interesting statement. Our vision, our ambition is to become $1 billion company. But in that process, suddenly we realized, saying that we are more a production-driven organization than a market-driven organization. If you are going to continue being a production-driven organization, our dream of 7,500 crores will not happen. We need to become a market-driven organization. So we need to become much more proactive when it comes to selling. You know, so that's how we really work. And it's 6:30 in LMI. We always believe in action. We always believe in doing things. Next 5 minutes, I want you all to take that piece of paper and write down: 1, 3 areas in your life you feel you're operating out of comfort level. 3 things in your life you're operating out of fear. 3 things in your life which you're operating out of addiction. 3 areas in your life which you're actually avoiding. You know you need to work on it, but you're avoiding it. I'm not going to ask you to share. I'm just going to give you 2 minutes. Just write it down. This is only for yourself. I want you all to get it started. It's only a starting point. Tomorrow, today, Saturday evening, I'm sure many of them would have planned a party, but tomorrow, Sunday, is a good day. You can spend at least first 2-3 hours in thinking, mulling over it, and write it down, saying that what are those areas which I'm operating out of comfort zone? What are those areas which I'm operating out of fear? What are those areas which I'm operating out of addiction? And what are those areas which I'm avoiding? Right? The second activity, tomorrow being a Sunday, it's a great opportunity. So sit with your family and write down your goals in all those 7 areas of life. Family, health, personal finance, fun. The fun is your vacation, what you want to do, the whatever you want to do as fun. The 5th one is giving. The giving goals even encompasses of all these association activities. Some people might be with Rotary, some with your Lions Club, whatever the social forums you are in, some clubs, some forums, some social activities. What are those giving goals? Believe me, involve your family when you're writing this. And vis-a-vis to this, write down what is that I need to do in my business. How much do I need to grow my business to make all these 5 happen? And that 2 self-development areas which I need to work for this year. Don't take too many, just take 2. 2 self-development areas which I need to work on. And where am I going to get it from? Invest the time to write it down. And finally, coming to say that this is a beautiful activity. What are those habits which you're going to stop doing? Which I need to stop, which is not allowing me to grow? What are the habits which I need to start developing? And finally, what are those habits which I'm extremely good at, which I need to continue doing? With that note, as Paul J. Meyer says, whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. So with that note, Surya Prakash sir is here. I'm here. Satya is here. All are most welcome to reach out to us at any point of time to get clarity. Surya Prakash sir is right there in Bangalore. Reach out to him at any point of time to any kind of handholding you want, any kind of clarity you want. We are there to help you out. And if you want to go know more about LMI interventions and how it can add meaningful difference to yourself and to your clients, we are most happy to share and take it forward. Thank you. I'm done. 6:35. Any questions? I'm sorry I have taken 5 minutes more, but you're there.
That's absolutely fine, sir. Very interesting thing to learn about.
Yusuf sir, whether Mohan sir will take up this session to give the vote of thanks.
Yes. Yes.
Can we take 5 minutes? Can I possible, Naveen?
Yes,
5
yes.
minutes.
Please, sir. Please.
Okay.
Please.
We would like to listen from everyone that one learning. Session is great. Everything that's okay. One learning which you have taken away, which you are going to start putting into action. One learning. You can on your cameras, you can say, or you can use the chat box. You can put it. But we would be more than happy to listen from you.
Anyone who wants to go first among the audience?
Be proactive.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for being proactive and opening the conversation right now. Thank you.
Lavanya ma'am, you are on mute.
Goal clarity.
Maybe introspect on things which are blocking.
Okay. Wonderful.
Lavanya ma'am, you are not audible. Can you be louder?
I think she has told what she wants to say. Thank you so much, Ms. Lavanya. Thank you. Ma'am, I didn't get your name. Your name is written as secretary case.
She is Sujata.
Sujata. Thank you so much, Ms. Sujata. Thank you. Who else?
Yes, you are not self-made man.
You're not self-made man. Very nice. Very nice. Anyone else? Sangeeta ma'am, yourself, or Mr. Rajkumar?
I think that start and continue is a very good worksheet.
Okay.
We can use in our daily life and keep, first prepare one and keep reviewing it on a periodical basis.
Okay.
We need to create mentors in life.
Okay. Wonderful.
Spend time with self, actually.
Spend time with self. That leads me to a very interesting quote which I read. Very, very interesting, powerful quote. It says, we only need to find ourselves. Everything else can be Googled.
True.
That's true. That's very true.
Mr. Dilip,
yes, Mr.
to continue with what you said, since almost maybe a couple of years, I'm trying to find a solution for this, to find myself.
You're most welcome to have a chat with us, sir. You have Surya Prakash sir there, Bangalore. He's a great mentor and a good coach. He can help you out if you want to help.
I'm not getting an answer for what I need in life.
Yeah, that's what you should have a chat with him.
Right.
And that need to have a mentor.
It again comes to our scope clarity. Yeah?
Absolutely. No, that is a very powerful one line. No? I just love that statement. We only need to find ourselves. Everything else can be Googled. Very trendy too. Suits at any age group right now.
Current generation
too. I think we can make this statement in colleges too. They will relate to it.
Yes.
I'd like to add something.
Yeah.
So I really liked the way you split the goals into different categories: health, family, self-development.
Yeah.
It is very important because when somebody asks you what your goal is, you're kind of confused. You probably look only at work or professional goals or something. So this, the way you split it up, it really makes. I actually immediately, I was able to jot down all the goals in all the categories. That was a very useful slide.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Sujata. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, anyone else? One or two more? Okay. No, we are 6:40 already. Siddharth, all yours.
Mohan sir, please go ahead, sir.
Yes, thank you, Naveen, for giving me an opportunity. And I am really enlightened by this particular session by Dilip, Krishna, and this is what actually this is the 82nd meeting of EP, and this is the particular video we have to keep for a longer time with us. And it is a program called Recipe for Success: Unleashing Human Potential by LMI, Leadership, Management and International. And I thank Dilip, Krishna, as well as Surya Prakash Rao, as well as Satyanarayana for conducting this particular session. And we got to know many more things like opportunities in abundance. And he said we have got a high respect for chartered accountants, and more than that, we have got many dreams, and we are facing many challenges. Out of that, whatever the challenges, we have got ourselves. That is the greatest challenge, and we need to face it. And more than that, they have mentioned about the good activity, bad activity, and what the experience we are going to get. 7 areas of goals, goal clarity, and reactive, and we have to be proactive. And it is very much a knowledgeable session. And I thank each and everyone who have participated this particular session. And as mentor said, we need to find ourselves. Rest of things can be Googled. That is a wonderful statement mentioned by the mentor. Thank you for this session. Over to MC.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mohan sir, for that wonderful observations for this of this session. First of all, thank you, Dilip, Krishnan, Prakash, Surya Prakash Rao, and from the members from the LMI for accepting our invitation and being part of today's session and giving us the recipe for the success. What I liked the most was one thing you said about the present, which I would like to add there. If you are present, you'll be able to achieve a lot of things, and the world is going to give a lot. The present is not about present in the seminar or present in the live. Present is giving the present in the wedding ceremony. If you give the present there, the world is going to give you not the same person, but the world gives you from other parts, other persons. And then, and one more thing I would like to add is the family goals. When you said about family goals, I mean, started from the family goals, it was like the foundation. See, family is like the foundation. If that foundation is not strong, you'll not be able to put out the pillars and then the roof and the ceilings. The other four points like health, personal finance, fun goals, giving goals are like the 4 pillars on that family foundations. And the roof which we build is called the work goals. If that roof is great, then you'll be going to build that self-development goal that is called the beautiful interiors. Thank you one and all for attending this seminar and taking the recipe for this success. I hope you would have enjoyed this session and you'll get in touch with LMI for any further recipes for success. Thank you. Signing off from KSCA webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank
See
you.
you.
So
Bye.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Wonderful
you so much.
sir. I think I'll switch off the recording now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.